Hi there, I just watched a video about ADHD, and I think she had some very good arguments that a lot of self-diagnosed, especially women with ADHD, is actually having borderline or narcissistic traits instead, and they can kind of mask with this ADHD. But I also see a lot of ADHD women that I don't see fall into the category of borderline or narcissistic. So there is very much a flaw in the diagnosis, because we can always come up with new diagnoses, and a lot of the diagnosis is on behavioral, so it's not like how the brain actually looks like, or like how the body is actually working and processing stuff. Some of the diagnoses you can see it in the brain, but a lot of the diagnoses you cannot really register. So there is a lot to unpack for the psychiatric system, and I want to add that only looking at the mind, or like the behavior and the psychology, and not really looking at the whole human being and all the trauma and all the personality traits and the environment and the network, the social, the environment, as in physical environment, and there's so many aspects of how a human is, why we are behaving in a certain way. And I have tried many mental stages for myself, from very, very deeply depressed, suicidal, to very, very joyful and happy and psychotic and everything in between, kind of. So I'm a bit like, well, it can change, and by labeling people, give you a certain label, it's not really helpful in that way, that you have the self-fulfilling prophecy. So if you get a label, you tell yourself you are that label, and then you are more like that label, instead of expanding and understanding yourself in a better way. Yeah, so that was it.